Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Welcome back to the T6 Abyss. We're here in our Gila, farming away a cool evening, some T6 exotics. I'm here up against the rogue drones. They're one of the easier waves our Gila can face here in the T6 Abyss. And it is especially easy if you encounter lots of de-automated suppressors like we've got right now, which is perfect because all these guys are going to get destroyed really quickly. But I just want to take you guys on a quick journey here in the T6 Abyss because that's what I'm doing here this cool afternoon/evening. So we'll get on to the objective here and get to this extraction node and deploy some drones in the meantime. What kind of things do you guys do right now in EVE Online? Occasionally I'm going from system to system, doing different things. Occasionally I'm doing a bit of exploration, I'm doing a little bit of Abyss. And I like to travel, actually. Yeah, I know it sounds a bit weird, but I like to travel. I like to go just spend a little bit of short time in nullsec and even be in wormholes for a short amount of time and then go around. I think it's actually pretty fun. But one of the things I often like to do in the times where it's a little bit later in the day is to go and do some relaxing T6 Abyss. And T6 Abyss for me is the more relaxing kind of Abyss site you can do because it's T6, you know, the more challenging Abyss, but it's the exotic ones. The exotics are so easy for me in the Gila. Don't really have to think too much about these sites here. I just go straight in and fight them. And the reason for them being easy is because the Gila just has such a good time with them. And Gila has a bonus to the exotic missiles or kinetic missiles, and the Vespa drones are just overall quite powerful. And the resist type that's reduced in the exotic Abyss is the kinetic resist. So it's perfect. Okay, let's make our way towards the bi-adaptive cache. I think it can be a good idea to take them out because then we save a ton of time if we just get this room done quickly. So we can sort of capitalize on the fact that we encountered a really easy room here. The Abyss looks beautiful. It is a very, very glorious place. I remember dreaming once of the Abyss before it even came out. Funny enough, I dreamt about the Abyss before it came out. And it was about, you could say, it was sometime beginning of 2018 perhaps. I dreamt that I had a rattlesnake in a wormhole space that was green. Very similar tint to what the exotic Abyss has. And I was fighting enemies and I got so much ISK. And I was teleporting around. Exactly how, not really sure, but I was able to warp on around really far. And it then really reminds me a bit, you know, how we've got the gates here. So I sort of dreamt about the Abyss before it even came out. And at the time, I thought that would be so cool if that was an EVE Online, but I didn't think about that much. And actually, it went quite a while for me not even thinking about it. The Abyss came out, doing the Abyss, it was really cool. I liked it, but it was only until like a year or two later that I was thinking that dream I had, that was very similar to how the Abyss was, and I was pretty much in something which would be equivalent to the exotic Abyss then, with the green background and sort of being in a quite dangerous area of space that is also at the same time pretty quiet. That's what Gila is doing here. Not a rattlesnake. I dreamt about using a rattlesnake. We've not, unfortunately, we've not got any battleship Abyss. I'd have loved to have that, but we've not been blessed with that luxury. Oh, look at that. Did you see that loot? 3 million ISK. That's the only thing we got from this T6 bio-adaptive cache. In Triglavian survey data. That's not good. Yeah, all rogue drones destroyed. There are some extractioners we could have acquired, but I'm going to instead just keep on going because this room was done so quickly. I don't think we have an MTU. Let's see if we have an MTU. No, we don't. Could be an idea actually to have an MTU. Even the Magpie MTU could be a good investment. It is very expensive though, but it pulls in 50% quicker than the standard MTUs. The Packrat, I believe that pulls in stuff 25% faster, so 1.25k a second. And then you got the Magpie, which is got 1.5k a second. Okay, let's destroy these webifiers because they're just going to make everything go so slowly with all the webbing. Warden's web, Entangler's web, because they entangle you in their webs. See, I'm already getting webbed here. But we've also got very good tracking with our drones, so that's no problem there. Oh, it feels like a long time actually since I did the T6 Exotic Abyss. I forgot how relaxing it was. I also forgotten how much good loot it gave, and it didn't give me a good reminder when I see that 3 million ISK there. I mean, the extraction node has given us more than that 3 million by active cash. But I guess it's always something. I remember that CCP Antiquarian, he said a long time ago in a news post that, before you could actually, the bind active caches, they couldn't give any, they could sometimes give zero loot, they could give nothing. But then he announced since CCP Antiquarian in a news post that they actually will always give something. So my guess is that what we experience now is what he is considered the something, the 3 million ISK. But it's basically nothing. When you look in the perspective of what other kinds of loot you can acquire here in the T6 Abyss, it's not at all uncommon that you can walk out here with 100+ million ISK. I'm very happy with that, but it's also quite normal at the same time. Very lucrative this activity is. Let's see here, get those spearfishes, because I think that they're going to cause problems for our drones. Drones, I think they use MWDs, so they will not be able to then fly if they get warp scrambled. Great, grab that loot there. Then we've got another one. Oh, recall those drones, please. It's taking a lot of damage. And we can also launch a volley here. Let's do it like that. Great. Deploy drones. Great. And the last but not least, we've got the bioadaptive cache. Look at that, 8 million. Almost 3 times the amount as what you can get from those silly that silly bioadaptive we had before. Okay, let's go for this extraction over here. I actually removed the Rex because yesterday I was ratting in nullsec, and my overview is getting too clogged up, and I've still not made like a separate overview for like PvE, just being able to see the rats and nothing else but players. That would be a very good tab to have, like just NPCs and players, so that I can easily, when ratting, see if I have hostiles warp in. And I probably should do that, but I've never really got around to doing that. I've been just being kept with the standard general tab, which I modify slightly as time goes on. But it would actually be good. I should have like a ratting tab, which has, that would actually not be a dumb idea. Let's keep on rolling here. 11 million, 11 million from extraction are not at all bad. What are we sitting on now? 28 million. And it's basically just extraction nodes we've harvested so far, because that bioadaptive did not give anything of significant value. So 28 million just from extraction nodes. Let's hope that this one here gives something good. Gila coming through. Gila coming through at 700 meters a second. Not too fast. Sounds fast maybe if you're not played Evil Line, but for Evil Line it is not the fastest. But there are also some cruisers that are a bit slower than this one. The heavy assault cruisers, the Armar heavy assault cruisers, slow boys. That's something I don't like about the Zealot, because I'm doing that T0 to T6 Abyss series, if you're not seeing that. And I'm focusing a lot on the Zealot. That ship, so slow. Let's keep on going here. And then we can open up the cache. Great. And I think it's a good idea there, a reload, so we have a full clip for the next room. Open this up. 28 million. Okay, that's better. That's quite a bit better. So we're sitting on 60 something million probably. Abyssal loot, 56 million. Yeah, because we had boosters and that kind of stuff that's worth quite a bit. And we've recalled everything. That's good. And we can minimize those tabs. It's good to have those tabs minimized so we can get a little bit of a better overview of what's going on in our drone hangar. It's not complete chaos here. Next room. Oh, mass Scylla and Ephialtes waves. These take a long time, but in the exotics it's not actually, it doesn't take that long. Can be annoying, but it doesn't take that long. I would want to destroy the entanglers. They can be very, very troublesome, just making everything go so slowly. But we've also got quite a bit of null charges and dissipates. Not okay, not that many actually, so it shouldn't be any issue. We've got dual cap batteries going on for the Gila here, so it's going to have lots of energy neutralizer resist. Get the missiles on the case there, good. And I'm using the augmented Vespers because they do max amount of pure DPS. They do mixed DPS, but like, I mean, pure DPS is in like the raw, or more like raw DPS, but they're not pure in the damage type. The damage type is mixed. And that's just because their Ephialtes here have a very low resist, so it doesn't really matter what resist type you do, just the raw amount of DPS you do is what matters. And then we can also use our shield booster, good to use that. Open this up. And we also spread our weapons on the enemies here. Entanglers, good. Entangler there. We've got the null charges there. 6 million, good. Now I can go to this extraction node here. I really love the T6 exotics because the completion time for me is like similar to what I would do like T5 firestorms in, like, or T5 sites in general. Just having a really full blingy like can go so quickly when you've got good skills and the good modules. These augmented Vespers have got tons of HP. They've got really big shields by default, the Vespers. And then you've got augmented Vespers who've got like the same amount of HP as the faction ones. So they're pretty good. Great and great. And then we put some missiles here. Just needs to be watch out a little bit for our drones. They've got our team automatic suppressor, but it's a medium one, so it's okay. If it was a short range one, our drones would fall very quickly. Spread out drone there. Put the drone here. No, that's the wrong drone I moved. No, when that happens. It'd be nice if you could just hover here and there's drone 1 and drone 2, so you know which one is which. And there we go. Bind active cache or extraction node up ahead slowly. And maybe we should turn off our shield booster because it's consuming a lot more capacitor now that we've got the filament cloud here. Great. Let's move these drones here. Open up the wreck. 3 million. And now for the last bind active, and then we're done. So we're sitting on 66 million ISK. I wonder what this bind active cache will hold here. If there'll be anything good. I mean, 66 million is okay. But the filament cost is quite expensive for the exotics cost, like over 20 million. So that'll be 40 million ISK profit. So you can definitely get a lot more if you have luckier rooms. Look at that background there. Look at this scenery. It's amazing. And they're going to have even better scenery with the coming updates of Even Line with all that volumetric clouds and all that kind of stuff. I've seen the stuff they've announced in FanFest. Looks great. And look at that. You can always get this good time, like 15 minutes completion. That's why I do like T5 sites, and it's really great. Relaxing, good payout. I'll have the T6 Abyss. And you get to use the Gila that looks, in my opinion, really great. With the cool Etheric Raider skin as well. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's the loot cache what I'm talking about, which is going to give you that compensation for those 3 million ISK rooms. Look at that. Look at that. You know, we'll come there with like one bind after cache, 3 million ISK. And then we come with this one here, 120 million ISK. Oh, that's great. This this is what you get when you do the T6 Abysses. Yeah, sometimes it's like, you know, you cannot get so good. Often you will get quite good, but then sometimes you get these crazy loot drops like we do now. And it's great because, I mean, this ship here plus implants cost like, I think, 6 billion. This is then 200 million. I mean, if you get this, now, how many more times? 30 more times, then you would pay back the ship, which is actually quite a lot. And also quite a lot considering that this was a lucky drop as well. But still, we gain tons of ISK from this. Happy about it. So that was some chill T6 Exotic Abyss at a cool time in the evening. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.